Hello, this is the Tradesight U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Tuesday, October 24th, 2017. Hope you're having a good trading week. And okay day on Monday. Futures made money. Stock pick made money. Good to go. It is, again, this week. We're into the new options cycle. We're near the end of the month. Next Tuesday is Halloween and the end of the month. Usually a good time of trading year. We did get time of year for trading. We did get some movement in the NASDAQ side today. Oops, even if the S&P side didn't really do much. Let's take a look at everything and then we'll talk about moving forward. So here's the ES front month futures contract, daily chart of the broad market in futures form. You can see it kind of popped up on Friday for expiration, came back down a little bit. Here is what it is. Let's go through the major indices. Crude oil down a couple cents, not a big deal. Gold up 40 cents, not a big deal. S&P cash index lost 10. Now, note, this is a bearish engulfing candle. Okay, so you had a gap up on Friday and traded, closed out the option cycle, and then now you have tiny gap up and then engulfed the prior day's candle and closed at the lows. So that is a bearish sign. Also, in theory, we could get a floating island reversal if we gap down tomorrow morning and leave that up there. That would be really negative. NASDAQ side down 41 points. So, again, we've been sitting in this area for a while. We'll see where we end up here by the end of the month. The SOX up 5.8. New closing high on the SOX, but very close, by the way. Go back to that. Very close to a 13 sell signal. We should be at 11. Yeah, we're at 11. So close to a 13 sell signal on the SOX. Biotech's down 40. That's a 2-month low almost on the Biotechs. VIX up $1.10 to 11.07. So as the markets start to shake here, we lose the VIX a bit. And then let's take a look at the VXX. It was up a little bit on that move. The trend was at 1.57. That's a super high reading on the trend. Takes the 10-day moving average up to 1.17. So no signal imminent there. 1.8 billion NASDAQ shares on the session. Interesting again was that Friday's was only 1.8 for expiration. Advanced decline ratio on the NASDAQ was negative 834. And on the New York was negative 920. This is the worst in 2 months. More stocks down than up by quite a bit. Google loses $19.53 after making those new highs. Rolling over here a bit. Apple down just 8 cents. Never did make new highs on this last move up in the market. Amazon down 16. This is some movement on these stocks, and there was some volume on Amazon today, as Rich pointed out early in the lab. I think you got to watch Google and Amazon in particular. I don't think Apple's much of a factor, but these stocks they can go pretty quick. If Google starts to lose 920, Amazon starts to lose 920 as well, even higher, 935. That's not pretty. Netflix down $1.69. Never got the 13 sell signal there. Tesla down 8. It's another one. This risk line's holding it up, that pink line. But you get under that red line, break under 300, this one's in trouble. When it happens, it'll go quick. Just be aware of that. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF up 22 cents. That's a blip. Goldman Sachs was down $2.60. Ugly. All right, so what do we have for... let's take a look at the intraday action. So 5-minute candles. And again, you can see Friday was the gap up and the drift for expiration. Nobody was doing much. And then here Monday, we small gap up, filled it early, pretty flat. And then in the afternoon, kind of sunk a bit. That's that engulfing piece where we took out and engulfed the prior day's range and closed at the lows. But we didn't fill the gap from Friday. So what that means is that a gap down here on Monday would leave a floating island behind potentially. Meanwhile, on the NASDAQ side, just so you can see it, remember, this one gapped up on Friday, but actually closed lower than it opened. And then here gapped up and sold off pretty quickly and sold off in the afternoon. So some warning signs here in the markets. In terms of economic data tomorrow, there's really not much here. We've got the flash manufacturing PMI and flash services PMI number at 945, sorry. Richmond manufacturing index at 10. So not a lot to look forward to from that perspective. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading Tuesday.